Hello there, this is Minion Masters, or Minion Munchers as I like to call it. And here's the main menu. You have your power tower, which are these tokens you can earn through playing the game. And you use these tokens to unlock the various cards. And you use one of them, you can get the extra crystal currencies here. So I rolled this, so I get this item. So this is like, I've got a huge stack of these. I've only been playing for about 100 hours, so it's considerable. So if I got all 5 of these, I'll get like a bigger spin. Here, let's just go ahead and run through. And if you get higher numbers on those cards, you can use more of that particular card and stack it in your engagements with people. So let's see. So if you want to, if you can, you try and hopefully get the purple. I've got probably most of these, simply because this game isn't really too pay to win. It's honestly, I've played 100 hours. I have like most of the cards. You can get the cards, and the legendary is, I think it's guaranteed on the first one, and I actually just maxed this one out. So I have the little coins here. So there you go, that goes in the currency. The shards are used to craft and upgrade your cards, so you can make your own cards if there's a particular card you want. So here you have the deck that you're using. You have your little quests that are like dailies that can get you different things. You got these to buy stuff in the shop, and these are also the higher end currencies that are a little bit harder to get, but as you can see, I've got a decent amount of them, and I think I've spent some of them already. So you got your shop. In the shop you have the general like packs of stuff you can get every day. I think these all switch out to you can get a copy of a single random card. Here's a freebie you can get, I think, stacking by logging in. And once you get a card like that, you have that card, so you can use it forever as long as you get it. I can't remember, every 50 or 100 levels of the card I think you can throw in another card. You can buy the power tokens, you can buy a bigger upgrades for your account, and you can unlock all the masters if you want all at once. You can buy the rubies, but mostly the rubies are used to buy the higher end stuff here. Like you can use it to buy a legendary card roll. Some of them are better, you know, sometimes you get like a guaranteed legendary of a certain type, so maybe you want that legendary card and you can use it, buy it automatically. Then you have your little boodle pass here, which is the top is free and the bottom isn't. So you have these little chests. So there you go. Got a couple of them. And I get XP. XP allows you to unlock stuff for your profile, your characters. There's a power token. And so you click here, you get your customization, you get to pick which character you want. There's like a weekly person, like these are the weekly ones. I've unlocked this guy and these other two. You can pick your little arena pretty little thing. You can pick your avatar or buy the avatars. You got your little silly emote windows that you can pull up. There's the shop. There's your team rank. There's a few different ways you can play. You have the solo, you have team, you have a team mode where you can club stomp people with your friends, and they're kept separate, so you can play with randos and you can play with your friends. So those are completely two. You'll never face, you know, two people who are friends versus two randoms. That'll never happen. And each individual one is kept in their own like league that you can rank up in ranked. You have the adventures, which is some pretty easy things that become very difficult later, and that allows you to play a single player against like the NPC. Similar things like in Hearthstone you might have played, where you play against like specific masters or specific scenarios. And here's the challenges, which are much more difficult versions, I believe, of the adventures. I've never actually tried them. And I think Mayhem is where you get a deck of cards and you're playing to win as many times as you can before you lose. I'm not sure if you get a deck or if you can pick your own deck, but then you can choose which one you want to use in the game modes, and then based on how many wins you get, you can unlock stuff. So if you win, you know, 6 games, you get 55 rubies. So these are pretty great, and you can get a legendary card, whatever out of it. you have the season pass, you have guilds, leaderboards. Leaderboard is really cool, so you can see like this guy's in number 1 on the solo, and then the team and the pre-made. Pre-made's probably more difficult, but like you'd be probably better off looking up who this person is, maybe they're a streamer or something, and seeing who their partner is, so that give you an idea of who these people are working together with. But if not, you can definitely use the team and the regular one, and this will give you an idea of what a really good deck looks like. So you can try and get around here. Maybe you could even copy this if you wanted to, and make your deck into that one. I got the friends list, of course, that's the amount of friends I have. That's important. We got the news, general settings. Now the next important part is the guild, and the guild here will bring up the guild, obviously. So I'm in a guild right now, so I have access to these cards in this guild. So whenever you join a guild, you get access to these cards, and they become part of your deck for this rotation of the patch or whatever. And you can see this rotation ends in 11 hours. So next rotation, these cards will change out, and these things will reset. And what you do is you click this button, and then it'll track your wins. And as soon as you get 3 losses, it'll tally up all your points, and then it'll add them to the guild here. And then every time the guild levels up, everyone in the guild will get this reward. So like, you would have 5 copies of a rare card, a avatar, different things as the thing levels up. And then I think there's a grand reward if you're like in the top guild over here. Like if you're the top 10, yeah, see, I think they get this for being in these guilds and having this top spot. So on goes forth. Top 10 guilds, I guess. Okay, so go in your guild, and you're free to join and quit a guild as long as you haven't started this. If you start this and then you quit the guild, you will lose all the progress points in regards to this. And also, if you use these cards in your deck, you get extra points for every win. So you're trying to look for cards that fit into your thing, or if you're very new starting off, you'll probably get some of the bigger cards. Like this is the 8 cost card. That was not really good, to be honest. But like right now, like this card is kind of a card that I'm using I don't have, so I throw that into mine and it works. Here's a really high level Empyrean card, and then you would just if you wanted to quit the guild, you would hit my guild and see info, and then you can leave the guild, and then you could just let's just do that real quick. What guild am I in? TARDIS. Okay, TARDIS guild. Okay, so now you have all these different guilds. You can request to join one, but usually the request ones are like really higher end guilds, so you're not going to be able to join them. So I'm just join back into mine, and there you go. Now I get access to these cards, and these cards will be different on every guild. So you want to check out the different guilds, and so here we go into the deck building, and here's I guess the glory I get for the end of the season, for how many wins I have, I guess, and built up or whatever, that I get at the end of the season. Here's the average cost of the cards in the deck. So like this deck is based on mostly accursed cards, so I'm trying to build up to making this dragon. And so you got all these different card types, so it goes up by level of the card. And like if you wanted accursed only, you can type that in, and that'll have the accursed only cards, where like accursed has accursed ascension, which is where you gain accursed ascension when you have spent 80 mana on accursed cards. So every single time you use accursed cards, like you use 3 mana here, it'll add towards 80, and when you have 80, like the dragon here will unlock, where it's normally this sleepy card that just kind of breathes fire on the map, and then once it's unlocked with the Cursed Ascension after those 80 spend, you then get to use the dragon itself, and it's like grr. Okay, so like obviously that one is built into that. I have another deck, and then like she is the Cursed Ascension, where she has the dragon by default, so you can have 2 uses of the dragon if you don't want to use a dragon card. Or if you don't have the dragon card, you could still use all the Cursed Ascension, and then you could use her to get the dragon. And she has different kind of synergies and stuff with abilities that work with this. And then, for instance, I have another deck here with this one where she's based on this golem, and she gets the golem where she has the card, and every single time she casts the card, she was able to cast a spell, and then it will level up the golem whenever you cast spells. So there's like a little tip here. You can see, oops, add the chief spells to your deck. Oh, and it's switching me back because I was in that mode. Okay, so yeah, so it's like her. I have the spells here, so it's a really cheap deck. So the only really big card I have is this one, but it's pretty much all spells, and like there's spells that summon minions, so they're summoning minions onto the field and at the same time acting as a catalyst for that spell. So here we go. I'm gonna just go ahead and play a game real quick, and you can see here how this works. And each master has its own abilities and sort of synergy with the cards, and I have a decent amount of cards. Like I would say I probably have like 60% of the cards or something, and I've played for 100 hours. And the cool thing about this game is that every single time a new like DLC comes out, they give it away for free, so you can get it like usually the first few days. So see here, we have to control these bridges. I could summon this. I had this one, or it summons little two scrats on both sides of the bridges, but they can easily take it out, so that wasn't a great choice. Let's see, so I could take this guy out and also summon some things here for hit. It's okay, just let him kind of take it out. Take both bridges back. Minions Masters will take him out. Let's see. I don't have too much. Like they're casting a fire spell on those guys. I took out pretty much everybody. I'm just getting my mana here. So this is your points to cast spells. You can quick select the buttons here. He also has the same character. Cast Rage. That'll make everyone do everything faster. So you can see him getting stronger with 2 by me casting the spell. Take this bridge back. He's got a minion there that can take out a lot of minions. So let's see if we can cast this on anybody. Off. Bridge back. Wasn't the best decision. I was hoping he would grab another one on minions, but that's alright. Missed. Well, they didn't get there in time. Can charge up a little bit. This is Nether Bats. It can summon more bats based on how many spells you cast in this particular time frame. Guys in front. This card. Let's take this guy out. hard to keep track of all these things. The thing I like about this game is it's more like less RNG than Hearthstone adventure stuff that I used to play a lot, where it was just based on, you know, my random luck. Where this is more like on my placement, like if I'd placed that better, then it would have done better. So it's not always about cards that you have, it's also about how you play the cards. So there's a lot of room for like personal improvement in this game. So I really like that aspect of this. So I've been playing this game, like I said, for like 100 hours, and it's really fun. There's a lot of improvement that you can do, a lot of theorizing that you can go do with the cards, and a lot of like synergy that you can develop between you and a friend that make this game a lot more fun, at least to me, than their RNG based of like the Hearthstone adventures. Where like I think like most of the adventures that I played here, like there's usually a mechanic that you're trying to learn and that allows you to succeed. Whereas like the Hearthstone stuff was just like randomization on what card you actually rolled in the match. So let's see. I did that one. Let's show you the. This is my other. This is other build that I like using. So like they gave me DLC and stuff, I think, for this one. I haven't even actually looked at it at this point. I'll show you here at the end of the video all the stuff that it gave me. But this is everything I have from just playing the game, and I got like maybe 5 out of 8 DLC bundles where I managed to pay attention. You can like sign up for their email and everything, and you can get notifications. I just don't really pay too much attention because I'm dumb. I still got a lot of cards. Like this is like my favorite set is to use this one. If I'm gonna be completely honest. Like this minion, he takes out smaller minions, and then he gives spirit, which increases the HP of these other minions. So you put him in front of a bunch of little minions, and you have other minions that you can feed that spirit to, and he can make a big group of really buff dudes, as long as you can protect him for him to do it. I have this book where I can summon different things. This guy can curse inside of him and permanently become part of his body, and he's flying, so like this guy can't even get him at all. So now he's cursed, now he's losing that health over time. Those little puffs give a boost to different characters, so I'm gonna hold on to this guy and wait till I can use him better. I have this guy that when he bites the dust here, his body will respawn later in the game. Let's see, I have this. Spirit to these people, which boosts their health. So there you go, I gave him some more health. So mine's kind of like a support build, I suppose. Forgot that doesn't harm buildings. Give spirit to other people. So that's his great ability. So we can take this bridge for a brief second. Oh, he won. There you go. You can emote at people.
You get a reward. You get a reward.
And then if you win one of these engagements that are a prize engagement, you can get these points, and then you unlock different stuff for the houses if you get all 15. And also they give you a little like, woo! Oh, and I increase the rank, and every rank increase, you get a substantial thing. So I Well, that was a increase from bronze to silver, so that's why I got a better increase. So like, there's a lot of freebies and stuff they give away in this, so uh, it's really forgiving. Like, it's really not pay to win. Like, it might seem pay to win at first, but it's honestly really not. They give away so much stuff, and like all the stuff that I've been given is just pretty much completely given away. Oh, if you wanted to craft your own cards, you click the crafting. So like, see, you can craft all these cards. I'm not sure what the glowing part means. Um, but you can use shards to get like new masters. You can use the shards to craft the cards. So I have a decent amount of the cards. And I didn't even see if that was like page one or whatever. Like, I've honestly never even really looked into it. Like, I do pretty well. I've gotten up to, I think, Diamond 5 before. So, and I just didn't really play seriously. I was just, playing. So, like, those are my little ascensions souls. I can't really do too much right now. Just gonna hold on to it. Summon this thing. Just because the more of these that you have stacked, the better. They can handle it anyway. See, like, this guy has a huge ranged thingy. So if I were to summon these guys, they'd all get they'd all have a bad time. This guy's really strong. He's a very huge single target. See, this spell I like it because it chains all the flying units down. This guy can use a spell to knock them out. Good, good. Put some skellies in front of the boy here. Oh, I couldn't get him off in time. See, that's what I was telling you about earlier. Just whoosh. Instant. Werewolves with that spell. So if they survive like half healthing, it can turn into a werewolf. Save this spell for this guy because he's a nasty dude. Might have been enough for him. Yes, okay, good, good. So that worked out. Hey, I forget. So now I got Ascension here, which you can see with the 80. So once this is 10, I can summon it if I wanted to. Use some of his, so like now I can't summon mine. So I have my Ascension, I can call back all those skeletons that I used earlier. Since that's leveled up, instead of getting 2, I now get a whole bunch. Let's see, this is really bad for them because this is we're hyper late games, so it becomes very difficult for us to get taken out when we're in game like this. Especially that there's 2 of us, but it's normally we can get taken out by really hyper rushing. So this is kind of like polar ends of the spectrum here, where we're two super late games, and the quick rushing ones can just absolutely destroy us. But once we get to that dragon, it's very, very difficult to stop us unless you're actively built against us, which in the higher tiers you'll start seeing people winning based on team composition rather than countering composition rather than sort of luck of the draw or people making mistakes. But everyone starts off in the beginning of the season, so you can get ruffle stomped by like a grandmaster. So it happens a lot less in randoms, but yeah. So if you like this game, check it out. Again, it's called Minion Masters. It's pretty awesome. I'll show you here the DLC stuff or whatever I guess they give me here at the last section. But I just wanted to show you everything I have from like 100 hours of playing. And honestly, it's probably not even that because like I've left the game open running like many times. So it could be like 40 hours. I don't know. But they give away so much stuff. So if you're interested in this game, like it's pretty much free to play and it's not pay to win at all. Like I said, let me just double check on the crafting. But like, yeah, that's all the cards. Like, look, I have like 70% of the cards already. So maybe half. You're gonna be like pessimistic. I'm not gonna sit here and count them, but maybe it's here on the screen. Nope. Okay. Well. Here, let me show you the DLC. Let me redeem my key. This is just me playing the game. So let's see. They gave me a dwarf pack.
It's gold. You unlock gold.
Power tokens. Okay. Let's see. Let's roll the power tokens. That's just enough to give me 5. It's this defensive Kunin. So like this thing goes backwards every single time it goes, so melee people can't get to it. Oh yeah, by the way, check the description. It'll have the links for the email and everything below. This one is it makes all these little fear balls around the enemy or no, your character, and if the enemy walks into them, it deals owies. So let's see here. Something I don't have, maybe. This just spawns these guys, and if you have the Empyrean people, you have 5 or more of these cards, they get shield, which blocks 1 damage source. So if they land on the blue ones, you get more points. Oh, I didn't have this one. This one launches the Fury Ball and it's like whoosh and whoosh, and then the dragon emerges. I think. Yeah. So the ground version, and then if you have if you played a big card cost, it summons a fleeing one instead. Hey, let's go for the big one. Come on. Oh, I've never seen that one. Come on, get the purple. Purple. No. Okay. So this one hatches from the egg, and it becomes this guy, and then it goes push, and it does a huge amount. Uh, and then it becomes back into an egg. So you can use it to take out like one big person, and then it'll respawn, and then if it can live long enough to do it again, it'll do it again. So it happens as many times as possible. So that's what they gave me. Not a lot, but it was fun. I got a card out of it. Well, I wanted that purple one. What's that purple one? Oh my god, I'll never find it. It looked like an ascension card. Let's see. Oh, it's this one. 5 souls infest an area, absorbing into enemies to do this. You get 3 more of them, so you get 8 total if you curse. So get more for every soul left at the end of the duration. That's weird. I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean like these guys absorb into people, kind of like that ghost I showed you earlier? And if all of them do it successfully, you get points? I'm not sure. Anyways, seemed interesting maybe. So there you go. Thank you for watching. This is Minion Masters, and you guys have a good day.